This is 79-year-old Harold Seidenfaden at face value. Harold looks like an elderly, innocent man, but when police arrive to his home in Houston County, Georgia, they discover something so terrifying they couldn't possibly believe that Harold was responsible on the morning of February 7th. Houston County sheriffs would receive a disturbing 911 call from a frantic man claiming his neighbor had just shot his wife.
911, what's your emergency?
My neighbor, he just came up through my yard, all covered in blood. I guess what he's saying is he and his wife had a big argument, and he might have killed her.
Okay, what's the address, sir?
It's 2356 Elko Road.
All right, and do you know where he is right now?
Yeah, he just walked into my house. He's sitting in the kitchen.
Does he have any weapons on him?
Well, I found a knife, but she took it from him.
Quickly, police rushed to the homes, waking up the quiet community of Elko, Georgia. Officers had little to no information about what happened, so they would take extreme precautions and look at everyone on the scene as a potential suspect.
Give us the first time call, please.
Best I got is a male named Bud, possibly about 80 years of age. His coverage was should be in the residence with the caller. The caller's going to be the neighbor. I'm not sure on the address where it occurred.
I don't think this is gonna be the...
Come up here. What's going on, fella? Keep your hands up where I can see him.
Where's he at?
Where is he at?
He's in my house with my wife. He called me. He said, "Nate, are you home?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Have you got a gun?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, bud, what you need?" He said, "I need you to shoot me." Me and Deb had it out. She left. And she gone. Yeah. I said, "Brother Bud, I walk out to talk to him." Yeah. And I walked out door and he's in the yard right here. Blood all over his shirt and everything. His hands.
Where does he live?
And the camper back there behind me.
Do you know, is he in the house right now?
Yeah. Right there with my wife. I mean, he's no Dave. He ain't got nowhere.
You're not gonna get hurt, okay? Can you tell us what's going on? You okay? What's going on?
I was supposed to get operated on Monday. I've been operated on for a full year. Shoulder. I tore the shoulder out. Where they...
Where'd you get all the blood from?
My wife and me.
Where is she at?
She's down in the house. She's a good woman, but me and her, she wanted me to get operated on Monday, and I wanted to wait on it.
Okay.
I've been operated on.
Is she okay?
She's gone.
This is the exact moment that officers realize the severity of the situation. It's hard to assume the worst when your suspect is as calm and brittle as Harold is. They had no idea he had just killed his own wife. And it's not until Harold reveals she's likely dead that the officers realize there's a dying body that needs immediate attention.
She's gone.
Cover her, cover him. Come on.
Officers can never fully trust a witness or a suspect's claims. For all they know, someone could be hiding inside the trailer with a weapon.
Come on, Dusty. Cover back there. Huh?
Got blood on the floor.
With no idea as to where Deborah's body is, officers turn to Harold to give some insight to quicken their search.
Hey, ask her where she's at.
Where's she at in the camper?
She's in the back.
Back room? Supposed to be in the back room. How many rooms are in the camper?
Got it. The living room. There's a door that goes into the back room.
25.
Living room, then the door, then the back room?
Huh?
Which side? Which? What side's the bedroom? On the left?
Oh, yeah, on the left. Back in the back.
It's supposed to be living room, door to the left, then go to the left.
Nobody back there? Nothing.
Strangely, even with Harold's help, the body is nowhere to be found. This is concerning, and officers decide to resort to their next best option, searching the perimeter of the trailer.
You good in there? Where she's at? She's on the back bed. She's under the blanket. He covered her up with a blanket.
The body was lying in front of the officer the entire time, and by the time they discovered her, it was far too late. Deborah Seidenfaden was dead. Now that the hunt to potentially save Deborah was over, officers had to make sense of this disturbingly confusing situation. Why in the world did Harold kill his own wife? To make sense of everything, they decided to speak to Harold himself to better understand his side of the story.
Bud, you ain't got no weapons or anything else on you, do you? You need any knives or anything? Hold on, don't. Okay. Just your phone?
Yeah. No.
Well, we didn't have exact on everything, so unfortunately we had to be safe, not sorry. And by us being safe, that actually keeps you safer.
Yeah. Well, that prosthesis goes down into the bone. It broke it out. Boom. And now, I can't. In the hospital for 2 days. Couldn't drink, had bowel blocking. This way goes get it around. This even split the skin. I couldn't drink or eat 14 days. And the stupid doctor say you're diabetic and your blood sugar's too low. I said I hadn't eaten anything or drank anything. Hadn't eaten anything or drank anything for 14 days. So my blood sugar's too low. Didn't drink bleach.
When was that? When did you drink bleach? This morning?
Harold's story is tragic. The pain of his surgeries and health issues had ruined his life. The pressure was building from Deborah, pushing him to get another surgery, and eventually Harold snapped, taking Deborah's life instead of his own.
Ma'am, don't put anything on it right now just because of the blood. No. I understand that, but there's also other things going on, okay?
This shoulder just did break out. The prosthesis down in there.
Put these on fire, okay?
The box. It's got the knife and pants in it. And that's his phone right there next to it.
Is there any way that somebody can make sure my wife gets covered up before they look at it and see something?
We're gonna make sure everything's taken care of. Okay, you're not coming over and we'll walk with them.
Yeah, I'll stay with you. Bud, you gonna stay with me for a minute, okay?
Oh, okay.
He's gonna bring the car up to you. Make it a little bit easier. You're gonna have to slide. Put your other foot up there and then kind of push. Pull your left foot in. Oh, I feel it.
Well, it's easy to feel bad for Harold. It's important to remember that he just brutally killed his own wife, and officers need to treat this as a homicide investigation. With this in mind, they turned to the 3 witnesses on scene, where they learned the dark life Harold had been living for the last year. They'd start with Harold's neighbor, the man who initially called 911.
The hell of a thing to wake up to on a Sunday. Yeah, I mean, I ain't been long got up. He called me. It's late. I said, yeah, you home? I said, yeah. He said, you got a gun? I said, yeah, bro, what's going on? I need you to shoot it. No, but I didn't. I just like have the other people cut my rig. I try to kill me out there on the case. I need somebody to do it for me. But I can shoot.
Harold's neighbor mentioned his wife helped treat his wounds after the shooting, so they decided to speak with her next.
Hey, y'all hadn't tried to clean up anything or anything that... What did you clean up? Yeah. Right, but what did you clean up, though? I mean, in the house, not him personally, in the house.
I set him in his chair, and I done everything from his chair.
Okay, so nothing else in the house? Okay. All right, that's fine.
Okay.
Just want to make sure.
And I put the paper towels in that box.
Okay, all right. Yeah, just leave everything where it is now. That way the investigators can take pictures of everything.
He had his hands like this.
Yeah, was he anywhere else in the house? How did he come in? The back door?
I was down there to y'all in the highway
And he just came straight through here? Did he go anywhere else in the house?
No.
All right, so he just came in here, sat down, and then...
She was in the kitchen. I heard you, come here, hurry. Walk around the corner. No, God, bud.
Okay, all right. So just to make sure, came in that door, walked straight over here, sat here until we got here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I told him just sit here. He said, did y'all call the police? He said, yeah.
Okay.
I said,
all right, yeah, just don't mess with any of that. If you would, just stay out here or outside, it's fine. But that way they can go ahead and take pictures of everything, okay? Yeah, no, that's what I said. Out here or in there, that way they can get pictures up. Yeah, well, and that's the other thing, in case there's any drops or anything, that way they can get pictures of it.
Lastly, officers speak to Harold's boss and owner of the property he was at the scene before officers arrived and could help give further insight into what actually happened.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey there. Yeah, we can't really say much. The one thing I can ask you, I understand you're the property owner, you have a right to be here, but this is an active crime scene, so we do need to keep everybody out.
Yeah,
so if
can
you
I go in the house?
No, the entire property is a crime scene right now. So we're still investigating.
Well, when he called me, he said, Nate, my aunt's husband, he said, where you at? I said, I'm just getting up. He said, can you come out here? I said, what's going on? He said, Bud just called me and told me he killed his wife. And he didn't have enough nerve to kill himself. So I thought, halfway up the driveway, could I shoot him? I said, you better call 911. Yeah, that's right. Don't meet him up the driveway. First I was messed up living in the house. Because the other day he was talking kind of off his head, but not murder off his head.
Basically, I just stood there, but his spontaneous utterances where he couldn't take it anymore. She wanted him to have another surgery on his shoulder that he was supposed to have next week, and he didn't want to because of the pain and everything he's in. Apparently, that's his boss from the country club. Apparently, he's also got some heart issues as well that's been going on. Yeah, he couldn't take it anymore and something else. Basically, it's just one of those, he had to do it to get away from her. Pretty much what it boiled down to.
She wanted to have surgery. She wanted to go ahead and have the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't want to have the surgery.
While some officers stayed at the scene to secure it, Others transported Harold to the local hospital for treatment of potential injuries and to collect evidence such as his clothing. An officer would stick by his side, and they would have one final chat about the disturbing events that just went down an hour ago.
I'm on a Springfield court for a relay service. They've had that down about an accident falls. Got anything?
Do what, bud? Do what, man? Do what? They're working on getting you something that way you can use the bathroom. Yeah, we'll get that in just a second. They're gonna get you something to use the bathroom with, and then we'll get you out of that and get you some clothes changed, okay?
Are you hearing any voices? Are you hearing any voices, anything like that? Right now?
Oh. You need to unplug this.
You hear me? Okay, I shouldn't hear voices.
Still wants to pull anything out. Before you start pulling stuff.
That was all officers could get out of her, Harold's, and honestly, everything that was necessary to convict him. He was deemed competent to stand trial, and on November 2, 3D, Harold Seidenfaden was convicted of 2 counts of murder, 1 count of aggravated assault, and 1 count of possession of a firearm. He was given life in prison.